warmed up enough I can start making videos again. Aren't you guys lucky? Oh man, that was our hopefully one real cold snap. We have a lot of winters. We don't have them every winter, but we had a series of days where it was excuse me, getting down to minus 20 at night. That's Fahrenheit. I don't use Celsius because I don't believe it's a real temperature. Also, as an Alaskan, I've taken a blood oath against every Canadian, and they use Celsius. But yeah, it was cold. The camera was not working. I ended up just leaving it in a warm place in Anchorage. I'd keep it in my pocket with a heater and pull it out for a few minutes. It'd start beeping at me and doing other weird things. They just do not like the cold. So hopefully we got through that. I learned a lot about life below minus 20. You better stock up on wool socks. That's all I'm telling you. The best ones I've found come from Costco. And they got them in bulk packs there. I've got these from a number of different sources, Walmart and on eBay. I got some wool socks. Merino wool is the best. And yeah, but some wear quicker than others. Walmart obviously wears out the fastest, but the Costco ones, I doubled those up. And I can just about keep my foot as warm as it needs to be. Your foot will generate some heat. At night, I'm in a sleeping bag and a series of blankets. The day, obviously, I'm walking around, running from spot to spot. That's all I do during the day is just run, run, run. But I was really right up at the edge of what I can tolerate at minus 20, I think, for actually living outside in a snow cave. The cave didn't really get that cold, but I was having an issue with my breath just immediately turn into ice as it left my body. So that's what I'm doing now, and that's why I'm kind of panting, is I'm taking a blanket into Anchorage to get it laundered. It's really hard to find blankets work good in this kind of environment, but they will soil up real quick. They'll get wet, try to take on moisture of their own volition, and they catch your breath when it's below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, apparently. So one's all iced up, and I'm taking it in. But still, in spite of that, I stayed super warm at night. Well, not super warm, but warm. I did not get cold. What I've experienced in these minus 20s is my extremities, like my fingertips and my toes, will start to physically burn. They don't even feel cold. It's just a burning sensation. And I'm still kind of recovering from that in my left foot right now. I had looked when I changed my socks, and it looks like somehow I got a little bit of moisture in there. I think maybe when I was working on plants, shipping dormant roots earlier in the day, I'd gotten some moisture in there. But it taught me that yeah, minus 20 where I'm at, the distance from Anchorage, I'm fairly certain 90% of the people would physically not be able to get to me in below 20 weather. So I'm just saying, if it goes down, that's 90% less people right there off the bat I got to interact with if we're in some kind of grid down scenario or zombie outbreak, you know. Everybody starts turning into zombies. I'm going to be way out here. I'm going to have a big head start. You know, I would assume I'd get some kind of, you know, notification on my phone about that. You'd hope. I mean, unless everybody at the phone servers turned into zombies. But it's given me some food for thought. I really think long term, when I want to settle my ag business down, it's going to be have to be some place where I could see that I mean, does anybody think it's going to get better, like soon? I mean, I would hope humanity, like someday, has a high point again. I would suspect we would if we live through the next you know, whatever it is, 10 years. The big event in 2024. Let me make sure my camera's still going. I'm not talking into the wilderness here. I'm gonna have to let you go and yeah, I'll be right back. My skull in the woods. So I'm gonna have to do it, and just with the way the economy is and the cost of food in Alaska, yeah. So anyways, I got pictures of my heart. They know that there's legit damage there. You know, I've got kidney failure. You can't fake that. Although I was able to get my kidneys back into normal range at like 50% function or 45%, which is better than having to get a transplant. A lot better, because that's a death sentence in spite of what they tell you. And yeah, so now they want me to see a psychologist. It's like to be, I think she said to be screened for depression. Like, God, I just want to, I can't even say on YouTube what I want to do. But I mean, if you had heart failure, kidney failure, you ended up homeless, you had, you know, pretty much all your friends abandoned you, and you have to work 7 days a week to survive, and you lived in a snow cave that people were coming up trying to interfere with, do you think you'd have a little bit of depression? Ask yourself that. You might. If you didn't, there might be something wrong with you in that respect, you know? So I don't really think I need to be screened for depression. I don't think I'm an inherently depressed person. I think I'm reacting to a world that's upside down. That's why psychologists and sociologists almost unanimously hate each other, because sociologists say that the problems with people are social in nature. They stem from society, and psychologists say the problems come from the person. You know, of course, they're both right and they're both wrong, but currently I think it's mostly sociological, just how crazy everything has gotten. It's too much for me. That's why I'm just checking out, you know. I'm going to go live in the woods, as they say. Maybe buy some property if I ever get that settlement. They owe me about $10,000 right now, like standing here right now, because as you apply, it gets starts to add up. I don't know, it's like $1,000 a month in there or something like that, maybe more, maybe less, but it's around 10 grand, which is enough to make a down payment on some property someplace. I've been looking at property. That's partly why I've been trying to get myself in shape to do that. And if that doesn't come through, and it might not, they might just keep fighting me, and you know, because that's what the government does. They're not here to help you. They're here to take your money and give it to Ukraine and Israel and God, where else are we fighting? Yemen, several hundred or 1,000 bases around the world. That's where your money goes. It doesn't go to help people dying in the snow. So yeah, that's my my morning wake up. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't, that's fine. If you do, just like, subscribe. If you dislike it, dislike the video. It really doesn't matter. It's all about views. So I don't feel cold. A little bit around my face. I got my little handy warmer, so my hands nice and toasty. I keep switching that back and forth from pocket to pocket. I need to get another one of these. Somebody could donate me one if they wanted. That'd be nice. So yeah, that's my morning wake up in negative 20-degree weather.